What's up, guys? Welcome to the first video podcast of Faulty Wiring. Not sure if we're going to release the audio ones yet, but I figured let's do a video one because we can. I'm Jordan, this here is Josh. This here.
Yo, what up?
So, today's topic that we're starting off with is, Josh had a suggestion to talk about the new expansion on Civilization 5, Brave New World.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Alright, so, have you bought it yet, or have you looked into it at all? No?
Here's the thing. All it really, gives is extra, trade routes and then a couple of civilizations, and then, wonders here and there. Don't get me wrong, it looks great, but, I don't know. I bought my Civilization 5 stuff with, the gold pack, and that came with, Gods and Kings and everything. This just... I don't know, this just got released, and I'm pretty much going to have to pay, another $30 in order for me to even get this.
It's $30 for the expansion?
Yeah.
That's a lot for an expansion. I've seen some gameplay of it, from other people online, some people have got it early, Let's Players, the Game Grumps. I watched them play it. I saw this scenario that they were playing. It was just a world scenario.
Yeah.
It was just the Earth. I've only played the game a couple times, and even then I hadn't played all the way through. I know you play that game religiously, but from what I've seen, there hasn't been much of a difference from it. So, then again, I'm not really one to judge because I haven't played that game that much.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah,
you're feeling the $30 is too much.
Yeah, I just looked on Steam and it said, just $30. I don't know.
Now, what exactly are you getting? You said that you get more trade routes and a couple of more civilizations. What is the main attraction of this expansion that makes it worth $30, which is basically paying for another game?
Here's what it says the features are: new culture victory, new policies and ideologies, World Congress, international trade routes, new civilizations, units, and buildings, and new wonders. So that's... I don't know. It's for a game that you can literally spend hours upon hours on. I don't know. I guess it's kind of worth it.
You feel like it's lacking?
Well, see, here's the thing. They're kind of copying back what Civilization 4 had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I played that game. It's a great game.
It had everything, And one of the greatest expansions out of that was Beyond the Sword. It had literally everything in it,
Mm-hmm.
And Gods and Kings it definitely... I don't know, Gods and Kings is really good, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But...
You just feel like you're being overcharged for a lack of content.
Precisely.
Yeah, when I played a Civ game that I played a lot with you, actually, was Civilization Revolution, and I think I had all of the expansions for it, and I didn't feel like I was being overcharged at all because the content, it had some good content. You never got another civilization at all, but you got some wonders, you got some more scenarios and stuff, and you actually got to play some of those scenarios online, which I thought was pretty cool about the game. But I never felt like I was being overcharged for the amount of content that they were giving me, because it not being the amazing PC civs, it was a pretty, what they did, it was kind of... Yeah, it was watered down from the entire Civ Rev game was watered down from what a massive regular Civ 4 or Civ 5 game normally is, but I still felt like the content that was added was good because it wasn't you weren't being charged like an arm and a leg for it. Like $30, that's kind of ridiculous. Like I think I bought all of the expansions for like $30, maybe. Maybe I paid like a little bit less. But there was like, how many expansions were there? Like 4 expansions for Civ? Like 5 maybe?
There was Wonder Packs, and then there were like, I don't know, there's Wonder Packs and natural Wonder Packs. I don't know, there were World Wonder Packs and then there were natural Wonder Packs.
Then there were scenarios.
Scenarios, yes. That definitely.
That was like the main thing that there was scenarios. I think that might be why.
Well, here's the thing.
That might be why
Brave New
it was cheaper.
World also offers 2 new scenarios: American Civil War and Scramble for Africa. So I don't know. Like, I'm kind of now.
That's it for scenarios. So then the gameplay that I must have watched, I bet Earth was just the regular scenario.
Yeah. But no, like Civ Rev, it's I can go on about that game compared to like Civ 5 or Civ 4.
Yeah, no, because you're probably the best Civ Rev player I've ever seen. I mean, you got a nuke in like 1500, which was pretty ridiculous.
It did happen.
Like, I've played this kid in Civ Rev so many times, and every single time he aggravates me because he wins every single time without attacking one person.
That's what happens.
And he'll be like fending off the entire game, and he'll still pull a victory out of his ass. And he'll be ahead in everything, not just like science, not just like culture, not just like one thing, everything. And I don't understand how he can manage to do all of that.
I'll take all your compliments. Go for it. Keep going.
That's pretty much it.
No.
Everything from here on in about this game is just like me getting pissed off at you.
It kind of happens.
And then the fact that every time that we played a game and then I would somehow get the nuke, we would just nuke our friend Willie. Like, there's one time we were playing with our friend, and I'm like, Willie, I'm going to get the nuke, I'm going to nuke Josh, And he's like, alright, dude, I'll help you out. So he sends me a great builder, and I finish my wonder. As soon as first thing I do, I nuke Willie. Not once, but 3 times I've done this. And he didn't learn from his past mistakes.
What are you doing, Willie?
Shout out to our friend Willie, wherever he is.
Personally, like,
all right,
I'm just gonna like say this one thing. Like, I'm kind of like going back on my word now because Civ 5 is a giant game. Like, you can literally.
It is. Like, it's very extensive.
So many hours.
I mean, one game is like 6 to 7 hours,
more.
And that's if you play it on like.
Oh, more.
That depends on the speed setting and depends on how you play it.
Only if you're quick. Like, if you go on quick setting, then yeah, 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah, but I feel like you take your sweet ass time. And you know, I've played another game like that where Rome Total War. That game's campaign is so expansive. I played it once. I think I logged like maybe 40 hours into the game, and I'd only conquered maybe like 20 cities, and for those of you who've played that game, that's literally nothing, because there's easily like 100 or so cities and civilizations and stuff and places that you got to conquer. It's seriously ridiculous.
All right. I have different like quarrels on that game. I don't like it.
Yeah, see, I don't understand, because if you've played the campaign, it has that sort of that Civ feel to it, because you can, like, you build up cities, you build up these armies, then you send them out to fight. The only difference is that, like, when you fight other things, you control, like, the battle itself. And like when your city's being attacked, you control the defense, and you also control the siege. Which I enjoy games like that. Unfortunately, I'm terrible at them because I'm not good at micromanaging. What I'll normally do is I'll take like half of my army and I'll just group it up and have it controlled by a computer. Then I'll control like a couple units, mostly like like a couple swordsmen, like some archers and stuff. Like, I'm not good at the game, but I really enjoy it. Oh, Rome Total War 2 just came out. I'm actually interested to check that game out soon. I actually just re-downloaded Rome Total War 1 because nostalgia purposes. But anyways, moving on. Next subject we're going to talk about, the new GTA 5 trailer was released not too long ago, and I'm very excited about this game. Just the trailer itself looked amazing.
I don't know
and
I've
spent so many hours in GTA 4, like multiplayer alone, not even to mention the campaign, but the amount of like freedom in that game,
it's ridiculous.
like just from the trailer, it's honestly ridiculous. Like stock trading, I've never heard of that in a game. Well, then again, maybe it's out there. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't heard of it. But then again, I might just be in my own little circle about this. But that's something that I find really cool, because you don't have to go out and just mission grind. You can just literally just take your luck in the stocks, which I think is really cool. And I know that you were particularly excited about this.
Big time. I'm really excited to go into the wilderness stuff. You can just like have your stocks out, and then you can just go out in the wilderness, do whatever you want.
And hunt and stuff.
That thrill. I really hope that
you can be
actually camp.
A hillbilly.
I wish you can camp. Just saying. If you can camp, I'd probably spend a lot of hours. More than a lot.
Yeah, because we did the same thing with Red Dead Redemption. We would just go out in the woods and we'd start like hunting stuff with like knives. Yeah. There'd just be this one little hut, and we'd all go. I remember one time. One time, me and Josh were playing online with a couple of our friends. We found this hut, so we all go in at night. Literally, 7 cougars were just outside of the house, and like we decided to be badasses and start hunting along with knives and everything. And literally, it was so much fun. But if you can, like, that ability in GTA, like, because I guarantee that in multiplayer, that's actually gonna be a thing. Like,
and then like
it's gonna be a thing. Count number 1.
And then like
thing count number 1.
Jets.
You're gonna be hearing that a lot.
Just flying above you.
I'm very excited about having planes again.
Great. And then like there's people. I can already see like,
golf.
People are just gonna like just drive out on the open road, like as you're trying to hunt, and then just hit the deer just right there. That's gonna be hilarious.
I'm super excited about the game, and I love how you can go between 3 main characters. Like, you can switch it out at any time, and they can just like live their lives. Like, it kind of reminds me of The Sims, because you know how like if you're not playing as that sim, then they're gonna be doing their own thing for a while. I think that's really cool, and it's really nice how it just opens up like a whole new way to play like missions and stuff, because there haven't been many games. I mean, most of the time when you see stuff like that, it's like 2 characters that you can switch back and forth between, and even then it's nothing major. But from what I've seen in just the trailer alone, like switching between the 3 characters, like the 3 different vantage points, it's honestly amazing. It opens up a whole new array of like missions and stuff to do. Like the helicopter, there's one guy flying it, one guy sniping, and then one guy who's actually picking up the guy. That, like, I've yet to see that in a game, and it looks really, really like intuitive. It's ingenious, really.
Yeah, that game's just going to be great.
And I'm very excited.
If you can like do all the stuff that you can do in single player, like you know how in GTA 4 single player, like you can go bowling, but you couldn't do that in multiplayer. I feel like you can hunt and golf and play tennis, fucking watch TV. If you can do all this in multiplayer, game of the decade. Like, it's just instant decade. Just, It's gonna be great.
Like, I still play GTA 4 because it's just that fun. I feel like GTA 5 is gonna be one of those games that you just play for years because it'll just be that good. And I'm just beyond excited. There's countless stories from GTA 4. Like, I've probably spent like a fourth of my time in multiplayer doing the swing set glitch with you guys. And
No, stop.
I remember when we tried to get a bus.
GTA 5, destructible environments.
Oh yeah, I saw. Although that was only a cinematic. That's like the one thing that I'm
like
that. Yeah, I know, but gameplay. That's probably cinematic from gameplay. Like if there was real destructible environments, that'd be great.
Where Hillbilly, what's his name?
Hillbilly? Frank West? Dead Rising?
What?
Frank Nero?
No.
The guitarist from My Chemical Romance?
No.
Frank Sinatra, the composer?
The three main characters. It's like the upper class guy, the black guy, and then whatever his name is, that guy. I think his name is Frank. Yes.
Yeah, the crazy guy? The dude who was trying to shove a foot down the toilet?
When they went to him, and like the whole like, oh, let's see what your characters are doing, and then like he was being chased by the cops. He took a turn and like smashed into a fence, and the fence broke. So it's gonna be a thing.
Well, yeah, well, fence is broken in the last game. I mean, there's destructible environment.
Said yeah.
You mean no? Fence is broken in the last game.
But I heard like months before, like 6 months before, it was just like rumors and stuff, that if you flew like a plane into a building, then the building would crash and then workers would like have to rework on it. But I know for a fact that's not going to be a thing.
That'd be really cool. You know a game I was very disappointed that didn't have destructible environments. Well, it did, but not as much as the previous game, Battlefield 3. Because I remember Bad Company 2, literally, if you saw a building, you could blow it up. And it was literally the greatest feeling. Destruction 2.0 kills were like what I loved to do. Because I would just go and C4 the entire floor and just like crumble the house. So when Battlefield 4 comes out, I'm really hoping that that's going to be like one of the features. Because I felt... What was Battlefield 3 on? I know it was Frostbite. It's Frostbite 2. Has anything come out on the Frostbite 3, or is it still like unreleased?
Battlefield 4 is going to be on it. Dragon Age 3 is going to be on it. I don't know what else off the top of my head, but those are the two. I think Dragon Age 3 is going on. I'm not sure.
Oh, while we're on the topic of DICE, big announcement from them at E3. They picked up Star Wars Battlefront 3. I'm very glad that they picked it up, but at the same time, I'm a tad bit... Yeah, at the same time, I'm a little bit worried because one of the main things that Battlefront was known for is it's a third-person shooter, and DICE's, like what they've worked on is first-person. I mean, I know that within the game you had the option of going into first-person in Star Wars, but I feel like if it's not in third person, there's going to be an aspect of that game that's going to be missing.
Well,
because
they already have
it's pretty much what I know it to be.
And it's third person.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind the leaked footage has been around from like a bunch of different developers because originally it was Pandemic, they went under, it went over to another place, they went under, it went over to another place, they went under, or like they got like, or they couldn't do it because they were over budget or something like that. But every single time I've seen gameplay footage, it's looked really good. And like every time I've heard that like no one can finish it, I got really sad. So I'm really hoping that, I mean, I know DICE is going to do a good job. I'm just hoping that they preserve a lot of like the core gameplay that like we've known to make Star Wars Battlefront, like the game Star Wars Battlefront. I'm just really hoping that they stick to its core values of like
I'm sure they will.
its predecessors.
If they
and I'm also very
listen to the fans, which EA barely does, but if they actually listen to the fans, then might have a really good game. If they don't, then they'll probably turn the shit like, I'm not gonna throw it under the bus, but like SimCity.
Yeah, I see. When you told me to buy SimCity, I was very skeptical about it, which is why I didn't buy it, because one, I'm not into that type of game, and two, I'd heard a lot of bad things about it. Like, what was your main problem with it?
I'm gonna take a sip of water before I say this because here's the thing. I don't really have that much like wrong with the game or anything. Don't get me wrong. It's the fact that the community hates it so much just because they're not giving it like what they're not giving the fans what they want. Like, everyone's just like, oh, give us bigger maps and offline playability, and the people who make the SimCity, it's just like, we're not going to do that. We're going to give you amusement parks, and we're going to fix all these bugs and stuff. Well, don't get me wrong, like, I'm glad that they're fixing all the bugs and giving us amusement parks, but still, the biggest factor of this game and why you're losing a lot of profit is because you're not giving the fans what they want. And now I feel like it's way too late. Even if they like make the actually, well, if they make the map size like huge, like massive, then yeah, whatever the city size massive, I should say, then yeah, it'll definitely be playable. But I don't know, like, it's also the fact that like I've pretty much already done a bunch of stuff already, and it's just the same thing over and over again. But my quarrels with it is like,
yeah, no, because when you first got it, you were really into it, and then all of a sudden you just stopped playing. Did you already do everything that there was to do in that game within the short like 2 months that you were playing it?
Here's the thing. It's complicated because like each time you make a new city, you're just like, oh, I have this plan and this plan, and then like once your shooting turns to shit, it's just like, oh, you know, I can't really play this game anymore. And then you try and make a new city to fix it, and then the problems that you had with the old city just go to the new city, and everyone's just like, ah, and so you're pretty much screwed. So that's pretty much my, how you say, I don't know. That's my rationality. I don't even know. That's my opinion on it.
See, the only thing that, I mean, I'm not good with games like that because micromanaging is kind of difficult for me because like a game like that, there's just so much to focus on at once. Like it's difficult for me to like comprehend. Like that's why I mean I like RTS games and I would love to play a game like that, but it's just like I can't invest the time into it because I feel like it'd be low payoff because I'm just looking at a city the entire time. I mean, no offense to everybody who enjoys the game. I mean, I played SimCity 2. I liked it. I had it from my iPad. It was a fun game, but at one point I was just like, I can't do this. There's just too much in like the learning curve. Like when you start,
but that's good with
it's
SimCity,
a little
like,
difficult.
The rework and stuff. It's so easy to learn. So ridiculously easy to learn. You can just learn it on the fly, and that's what definitely turned me on to this new SimCity, aside from like SimCity 4, because SimCity 4 is just like, it was, when I think of SimCity 4, I think it was SimCity 2000. I think I'm thinking about SimCity 4. Yeah. It was so difficult for me to learn it, and I still haven't even learned it to this day. It's definitely fun to make cities and stuff, but Not when you're getting a good income. Not when you're getting any income, really. It's just really hard. But then SimCity is really easy. And I like that. I really like that a lot. It makes me actually feel like I'm the mayor of the city, you know?
Like, I've enjoyed tycoon games, kind of. Like, it's kind of within the same realm. Like, I used to play a lot when I was little. I mean, we actually have a game dev tycoon Let's Play coming out soon with you and me in it. Fucking shout out to Willem the Worm. You'll find that out later. I really enjoyed Roller Coaster Tycoon when I was little. I played School Tycoon. I even had this Lemonade Stand Tycoon on my iPad too. TOO, not number 2. No, I made a lemonade stand, and then you fucking built up so that way you get like maximum stuff. I mean, it's a short game, but I thought it was really fun to me. I enjoy.
And open up your own lemonade company or something.
No. What you do is you start off. You're like some little kid. You're on a block. You have a lemonade stand, and you sell lemonade. And you gotta. All right, so. I'll find it later. I gotta charge my iPad anyways. But so what you do is you gotta buy supplies, right? You gotta buy cups. You gotta buy lemons. You gotta buy sugar. You gotta buy water, right? And you gotta buy ice. So what you do is you make the recipe, right? You gotta do like different parts water, different parts sugar, different parts lemons, and then you sell it. You gotta mix and match the recipe. You gotta figure out how much stuff you want to buy for a day. You gotta change the pricing and everything. And eventually, you work your way up. You buy like upgrades and stuff. Like you buy an ice maker. You buy like you buy an ice maker, man. You need ice for lemonade, man. You don't want a warm ass lemonade. Have you ever had warm lemonade?
Selling lemonade on the street. Let's make a game out of it. What? Why? Lemonade stand.
Because it was a fun game. It was a fun game, man.
It
was fun.
Why can't you do that in your real life? Like, why don't you go on the street, sell lemonade there? Then you can have the problems of getting an ice maker from your own money. Why don't you do that instead of playing a tycoon game?
Because you can't skip to the next day.
I'm done. New topic. I can't do this anymore.
No, let's keep talking about goddamn Lemonade Tycoon. I didn't tell you the best part. Eventually, you work your way up so that way your stand looks like a giant fucking lemon. And it's great because, you know, so that way people won't mistake you for like a beauty boutique or some shit. Because you could go to the mall. No, the final thing that you could do was like buy this upgrade to make your thing. Because I think when you bought a new stand, you could like buy more inventory. Like you had a higher max of the inventory. It was a good game. Okay, I think I beat it in like a day because like, well, you don't really beat it. You just buy all the stuff. It was it was a free to play game, Josh. I didn't
pay money for that.
I didn't pay for it.
For selling lemonade.
I would have. If it was more extensive, I would have.
Gone on the App Store, saw, hey look, lemonade stand.
I would have paid money.
It's like a fun game. I'm gonna buy it. $5. Gone. Your $5 is gone. For what? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
George.
I've done that with games. Like I bought Grand Theft Auto 3 for my iPad. I don't think I've played it once. I only bought it because it was on sale. I bought a Spider-Man game. I played it like twice just because it's so stupid. Let's see, what other games did I buy for it? Oh, I bought Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on it. I actually played the shit out of that. I can't wait to get back into that soon.
I bought Dragon Age Origins and Awakening when those on sale for Steam. I play it, don't get me wrong, but like, it's not often. Yeah, at all.
You don't play it that often?
I feel like I want to get into it, but I've already
They're gonna buy.
a bunch of times.
Oh, while we're on the subject, next topic. Not to cut you off or anything. Top 5 video games of all time to you. Doesn't have to be recent. It can be like nostalgic wise. Can be like.
Do you want to start off?
Fucking. I don't know. Just. You can go first. Because I wanna hear what you say.
Well, I'm
honestly.
just gonna go from 1 to
Top 5.
Top 5
all time.
is gonna be
Number 5.
It's actually gonna give me a time. I already know what my number 1 is. I think you already know what my number 1 is. Definitely. You already know what it is.
Come on, Josh.
Alright,
I'm trying to make the video where I don't have to edit it.
Number 5 has to be all of the Ratchet and Clank series. It doesn't even matter like what it is. All of the Ratchet and Clank series on the PlayStation 1, without a doubt. Like, it's childhood. Like that was my childhood right there. Is all the Ratchet and Clank stuff. It was so phenomenal. That's so ridiculously phenomenal. I was just like, oh, this game is great. And I actually got my first like intro to multiplayer and stuff. So that's probably. Yeah.
Oh, when you had a PS2, did you ever play online with it?
Arsenal and Dreadlocked.
You did?
And that's pretty much. Well, and Madden actually played Madden a little bit. Why did you play online?
Alright.
Yeah, we can.
I had a GameCube. I mean, my friend was telling me that you could play online with a GameCube, but apparently the setup was like retardedly hard. So I never did, because I never knew when I was little. I never knew that you could. But what's your number 4? Actually, you know, you just do your 4, your ones, and then I'll do mine because I don't really have an order.
Number 5.
I just have my 5 favorites.
Oblivion, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. So many hours.
Oblivion.
So good.
Yeah, I've watched you play that. And Mace of Doom.
I think everyone.
Do you want to explain? Do you want to explain to everybody what the Mace of Doom is? Maybe not everybody. I'll explain it regardless for filler. So there was this add-on called Wizard's Tower, and there was this room where it had a bunch of alchemy stuff like growing, and there's this one part with like 3 sections. There was one with stuff that you could find in the forest, one with stuff that you could find somewhere else, and then one with stuff that you could find in Oblivion. So what you would do is you would stand on the part where you would pick up the Oblivion stuff, and you would save. You would exit out, and then you would uninstall Wizard's Tower, and then you would end up in this test area. And it would just be a bunch of houses, and right in the center, like on the ground, was it was an ebony mace, and it was labeled Mace of Doom. I don't know. Do you know what the stats were on it? Like what its ability, like what its enchantment? So basically what you do is you would hit somebody and they'd fucking explode.
That's
like
the
a
main thing with
yeah, it was worth a lot of money, and that was when. Yeah, the duplication glitch. And then that's actually how I beat the arena the first time. It was I just used the mace of I was cheap. Well, it was the first thing that I did, Josh. I didn't have like any weapons. And also what I noticed about that game is that after playing that, then playing Skyrim, I realized that I never really leveled up a lot in Oblivion.
It gives you that
like,
feeling of, hey, you tried so hard to like level up, and you did a lot to level up. So we're gonna, well, they didn't really reward you, but it's like,
it felt it was more satisfying when you leveled up. Yeah, but like the thing that I realized why I never leveled up, like what I noticed that made me realize I didn't level up a lot is that I think the best armor that I had was just like steel armor. And like I think the best weapon that I had was like
What level were you?
a bow with like silver arrows. And that like wasn't even, I don't even know. I did not do well at that game, let's just put it like that. I barely did any quests. I would just go around and I'd go in like caves and like dungeons and stuff and just like get gold and stuff. And then I mostly put a big focus on my my magic because I enjoyed being a mage. Because what I liked about the game in like Wizard's Tower is that you can make your own spells. That was really cool. That's something I'm very sad about that they didn't have in Skyrim. There's just that game. I have it. No, don't even, because I have it purchased on my Xbox account, so you can just download on your Xbox. Oh, you do? Then why don't you just play on the Xbox?
Also, like, probably end up downloading a mod, like a graphics mod.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, like, a bunch of other mods if I ever want to, you know, have fun with Oblivion. Like, I know there are mods that let you go to, like, Morrowind and, like, High Rock.
Yeah, they have the entire Morrowind.
Yeah,
High Rock isn't even like a place. No, it is. But was that in Morrowind? Was that like a part of Morrowind?
Yeah.
How would they?
No.
But wouldn't that just look like shit?
Morrowind. Alright. After Morrowind, everything like Oblivion and Skyrim were based off of the Morrowind like edit. I don't know what it's called, but like it's something that was used in Morrowind, and that's actually literally it. It was just something that was used in Morrowind, and they just reused it in Oblivion and Skyrim. Like, with Elder Scrolls Online coming out and stuff, I'm guaranteeing they probably like use the same thing. But I'm pretty stoked for that game, by the way. Anyway,
I am too. I'm really pumped for that.
My
Number 3?
Halo 3. Like, it's gotta be Halo 3. Without a doubt.
That's one of my choices, actually. Just, I'm gonna say this right now. I own the game for like 4 years.
It's true.
Never beat the campaign fully. Never. But I played every mission to get the skulls, and then like literally like, because I did it with my friend because he knew where all the skulls were. But before, like, you get the skull and then you just end it. Which, Nick. He would just end the game, so I never got to finish the mission.
Yeah,
but the fucking hours that I've put into custom games, oh my god. Custom games, literally, that's pretty much how, Josh and I have known each other for 12 years, but that's how, like, we became friends again, was, we played Catapult on, what's the map? I should know this. The one with the elephants. Sand something. Is it Sand?
Look it up right now. Hold on.
I literally can't remember. I haven't played that game in a while.
Oh.
I feel so... Sand something. Sandstorm? No.
Sand Trap.
It's a fucking... Sand Slash, the Pokemon. Sand Shrew. Sand Trap. Yep. We played Catapult on that, which it was this really terrible invention where you get in a Warthog and you shoot some fusion clothes and you just go flying across the map. And I played that for hours and I laughed my ass off. Because it was so stupid. And there was Frogger and everything, and oh my god, that game was so much fun. And I was really looking forward to custom games in Halo Reach, but my friends never really played it. Like, when they played Halo Reach, they wanted to play matchmaking, which really made me sad, because I'm not a big matchmaking person. Because the only games that I really get competitive in are fighting games.
And then,
like
obviously,
I'll get to that later,
like
when it's my turn.
Games, when you just want to try PvP, or any game that you like, that is just like me and you, or even just like you're trying to verse against me, you're always looking competitive.
Oh yeah, if I go up against friends, I get competitive. But when I go up against random ass people, I don't care.
Number 2, you have to know this. It's Final Fantasy 12, without a doubt. Just the amount of hours. Everyone's alright. Quarrel.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my quarrel. Everyone's just like, Final Fantasy 12. That's the worst Final Fantasy. Here's the thing. It's the first Final Fantasy game I played. For 2006, it's phenomenal graphics, phenomenal story, phenomenal, like, customization on, like, who you can choose on what to do. Like, you can have 3 people, obviously, and one person can be a healer, tank, the other person can just be, like, all of black magics, another person can do, like, all of, like, arcane magics, or time magics, or green, or white, or all these different types of magics, and then also, of course, you have, like, regular attacks and stuff, and techniques, and it's just so phenomenal. And then, like, the stuff, like, the side, like, things you can do.
Can you say that again? You lagged a little bit.
And, I think that's actually it. I don't know. Hunts and, like, just, like, collecting items and just leveling up. It was just by far one of the best games I've ever played, and I spent so many hours playing that game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you had like 197 hours logged into that or something like that?
Combine all my stuff, yes.
Oh yeah, combine all your accounts.
It's so phenomenal, and Final Fantasy 13, I had so many hopes, but it was okay, but it brought me down. No, but
Aren't they re-releasing 12?
No.
Or didn't they re-release it?
No.
I feel like they did something with it.
They're doing 15, I remember.
Nothing?
They're doing the newest Final Fantasy 15, which I'm pretty high hopes for that. It's not like fantasy or anything. Well, it's fantasy, but it's like modern, with guns and everything. It looks pretty cool. So, pretty stoked for that.
And I bet I already know your number 1. So, regardless, let's do a drum roll anyways.
There's no competition, really. Like, it's going to be WoW. It's always going to be WoW, no matter what. This game is so ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and a bunch of people can back me up.
Oh yeah, just for those of you who live under a rock, WoW is World of Warcraft.
Oh my god, I started way too late. I started in like Burning Crusade, but I was like a complete noob. And I didn't really fully play it until Cataclysm, and I really wish I played like from the very beginning, because that game is just so phenomenal. Even though it's like it has a rough turn like now, I still love that feeling every single time of just like questing in a new area and just like deciding what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And it's just by far the greatest experience. I have easily over 500 plus hours on that game. It's absolutely phenomenal. Especially when you level cap 90. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, WoW is one of my favorite games as well. Two of those, Halo and WoW, are part of my list, so I'm going to try to pick another 5. But WoW, you got me into World of Warcraft. I used to play it on my computer back in my old house. I remember we played on a private server for a while, and that's how I initially started. But I remember I lived with when I used to live here. I used to play it on my grandma's computer. I never had money, so I used to play the trials, and even then, I I thought it was like the coolest thing ever because you start off in like this brand new world, and like I'd seen all these gameplay videos of it, like from XPlay and Cheat and stuff, like on G4, rest in peace, because G4 is gone now. But I watched these videos, and I'd be like, wow, like the idea of like a whole nother world to like do all that stuff in, it seemed like unreal to me because I'd never seen a game on like that big of a scale before. Like I'd never, like that was the first MMO game to me, like when I was little, and I played it, like I didn't know what I was doing, but like I had fun for like playing the 10-day trial, and then you got me back into it, and then like that's when I started like really getting into it. Like I figured out like how to work professions, like what like all the difference between spirit and intellect was and everything, and I still play to this day. And we tried to record a WoW Let's Play, but it didn't record on my computer for some reason, so we're gonna have to we'll probably do a Let's Play of Josh and I doing a 2-man dungeon on like maybe probably Old War, which we tried the other night, which was fucking hard.
Never did it,
so I'll probably have to level up my. I'm gonna have to level up my.
I can't heal myself at all, and then
and I have a shaman, and I've been meaning to level him up more. It's just I'm so tired of playing shaman because I played on him. I got him to like level 20 something, and then like my subscription went out. Then like Josh was like, "Hey, I have a Scroll of Resurrection." I'm like, "Okay." I come back. My guy's name is Douglin. Level 80. So I completely missed out on that time span. So I like didn't know how to play him, and like I just didn't enjoy like not knowing how to play him. And like now that I play him, it's okay, but like I feel like like a part of it's missing because I never really got to like know it that well. So I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna we'll try to level up
it's definitely worth
to 90 soon at some point.
I know,
but yeah, WoW's
are really really good, and the 90 talents are really good, especially Elemental Blast. And then there's this ability that you get at like 88, I think. I don't know, but it basically lets you like all your abilities don't have a cooldown, and you can just cast lava blast, I think, whatever. I don't even know. Like just over and over and over again, just ridiculous amounts of damage. Oh my god! Like shamans are probably one of my favorite classes by far. I'd love to switch with you. Actually, I don't know. I already have a bunch of stuff on my mage, but I'd love to have a shaman if I were you. But oh well. One's only level.
Well, you have 2.
49, 48. So. Well,
I want to level up my warlock more because I enjoyed my warlock. But
let's level together.
He's 40 something.
Like,
he's
literally.
like 46, I think. Tranking. All right, we'll do that at some point. All right, so we'll do that probably after this. Oh no, I want to get to 20 tonight in League of Legends. By the way, adding onto that list of games that aren't going to be in my top 5, but honorable mentions. League of Legends. My first MOBA game. I played a couple other MOBA games like Dota 2 and Smite. Smite I like a lot. And then Dota 2 I can't. I can't figure that fucking thing out, and I don't want to put the time into it either, just because like I've already played League of Legends so much. But I've also played Heroes of Order and Chaos on iOS. That game's really fun. It was the first MOBA game to come out on it, and it was really well done by Gameloft. So shout out to them because it was a really good game. But my top 5 in no particular order because I just don't have an order. I'm going to go very nostalgic on this one. I've talked about this in past podcasts, but then again, I don't know if it's going to be released. The Tony Hawk's Underground series.
Oh my god.
Literally. I got Tony Hawk's Underground 1 for my birthday, and I immediately fell in love with the game. I mean, it was more than just a game about skating, because it had a legit storyline, and it was a really cool storyline. And Tony Hawk's Underground 2, that game was really cool too, and then they just completely ruined it with American Wasteland. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, but there's just something about American Wasteland that I didn't like. And I'm sure that there's might be some people out there that agree with me, because a couple of friends have agreed with me on this, but there's just a part of that game that wasn't, like, edgy enough. Like, what I liked about Thug 1 and Thug 2 is that there is this edge to it. Like, there wasn't anything, like, doing a McTwist over a helicopter from the hotel to hotel roof, that's, like, insane. Like, if you try to do that right, in real life, you would die. And, like, the amount of ridiculousness that they upped in Thug 2 was even better. Like, you got to do stuff like light a cannon on fire, and then it would open up, like, a skate park or something like that, like, in the very first level. And it was cool. And there was just something about American Wasteland. It was just, like, probably the fact that it was in, like, Beverly Hills and stuff in California, it lost some of its edge, because it just seemed a little too modern, if that's the word. I don't know. And then Project 8, that game was fun, but there was literally, like, no story, so it was very disappointing. And Proving Ground, that I won't even talk about that game. It was just, no. But I was very disappointed. Following that theme, Skate. I'm not, just so you guys know, I'm not a skater. I just really enjoy skateboarding games, and when I first played Skate, that was the first game that I owned for Xbox, was Skate, and I played the shit out of that game. And to this day, it's like there's a spot in my heart for it, because I bought every single Skate game, and I beat the stories for each of them. I mean, the third one didn't really have a story. At least I think I beat it. But I had a lot of fun with those games, and I played online and everything, and I would do the glitchy stuff, like I'd get to the top of buildings and whatnot. Like, there's this one place where you go to you'd have to, like, there's this one place where you'd have to, like, go up on this wall and, like, do this ridiculously high ollie, and, like, it'd take you, like, 40 times to get up there, and then you get on this roof, and then you do, like, these super high, like, drop-ins, and it was just so cool, and it was, like, so rewarding to get up there. And I really enjoyed, see, the games that I like are games where you start off as nobody, and you become somebody big. That's what I liked about Thug 1, and that's what I liked about Skate. Because you start off as nobody, and then you build yourself up to become this amazing person. That's why I like tycoon games too, because you just it's all about build up. And wow, like I like games where you start off as somebody that's no one, and you just become like this giant person, this giant like persona. All right, moving on. Halo Wars, my first RTS game that I played, and undoubtedly my favorite. I'm so sad that Ensemble went under pretty much as soon as that game got released. Countless hours online with friends. It literally, like I said with the other games, spot my heart for it, because it was so fun. I'm really hoping that somebody within the next couple of years will maybe pick up and make a Halo Wars 2, because the first game was just so good. The campaign, nothing.
What's the word for it? Popularity, I guess, or they're becoming mainstream.
It's always been popular. Like when you think Xbox, you think Halo. You think the big names: Halo, GTA, Call of Duty, Gears of War.
Very popular, but it's like kind of getting popular. How it's like it's getting so popular that it's becoming annoying, in my opinion. So I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be like Call of Duty. Like, if you've noticed over these past like 5 years, there's been a Halo game every year. See, it was Halo 3, and then what was it? It was Halo Wars, and then after that it was ODST. Then after ODST, that game all that game had was recon armor.
Well, hold on. ODST.
Then there was
had,
Reach.
Like,
that game was really fun.
Right?
And then there was
wicked fun. Okay, you cannot like say that wasn't.
Yeah, I really like Firefight. It was very fun. But I enjoyed parts of the campaign. It's just like it felt like it was lacking, but it made up for it by having the multiplayer disc that had the mythic maps, the second mythic maps, and it had every single multiplayer map on it. So I thought that was really nice. That's like what made Halo. That's why it was called Halo 3 ODST and not just Halo ODST. Because if it didn't have the Halo 3, it probably wouldn't have sold as well. But after that, after that was Reach, and then after Reach was CE, which I had and didn't beat though, sadly. And then after that was 4, and then I think 5's coming out next year, right? Actually, it's coming out this year. Something's coming out this year.
Xbox. Which was sad about like Halo Reach. It was like Bungie's like final game, and they kind of went out with a bang. But at the same time, it was just like, I mean, Halo 3 was definitely the top thing.
So, what's the game that Bungie's coming out with soon?
Destiny.
I've only heard of it. I don't know what Destiny. What's that about? Like I don't even know.
My God. Correct me if I'm wrong in comments, because I know I'm going to be wrong. But I think it's like a space RPG. I'm not quite sure. I feel like it's going to be like Borderlands, but it's not. I don't know. I have no idea. If you were to make this in Game Dev Tycoon, it would be a space, maybe space. I don't know. Either space or fantasy. Which one of the two? Maybe we'll just do space fantasy. Space fantasy and then like action RPG. I think that's what it's going to be
like. Okay.
I'm pretty stoked for it.
So second to last favorite game, Freedom Fighters. This was a game that I thought was super cool. My cousin showed me it because of the multiplayer, but the campaign in it was amazing. Basically what it is you play this guy named Chris. He's a plumber. And you start off, you go to this guy's house to like do his plumbing job, and then like you get taken, like America gets taken over by like the Soviets. And so you play this game as this guy Chris, who eventually leads up to holding this revolution. And they're known as the Freedom Fighters, or like the Freedom Phantom or something like that. And it was such a good game because it had that little RTS feel kind of, because eventually like you play through missions, you earn charisma, which lets you like have guys follow you. So you would like recruit guys, and then you'd have them follow you, you'd send them out, you'd send them here to attack, defend here. And it was just really cool for me, like being, because there weren't too many like good action games like back when this game came out, because it came out in like 2003, I think, 2002. It was for GameCube and Xbox original. But the multiplayer in that was really fun. It was basically like you get to control a flag, and there's every game there's 4 bases, and then you get a base. They're called bunkers. And then you could control up to like 8 guys. You'd send them out. You'd fight for other bunkers and everything. It was really so much fun. It was a nice action game. I still play it to this day when I go to my friends' houses, for my cousin's house. Fuck, I can't think of my last game. Shit. No, because that's already like in my other list. Like I don't want to do games that you mentioned. I'm just trying to think. Fucking what other games have I played? I mean, I can't really. Shit. I feel bad. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, but I already mentioned League, and that's not one of my favorite games. It's just a game that I enjoy playing. Shit. I literally can't remember.
But you said it's cool.
Yeah, I already mentioned Halo Wars, remember?
Just make it big.
Yeah, Halo Wars might... Halo Wars... I know. No, I mean... This is no particular order, Josh! Don't fuck with the system!
There we go.
Fucking Bubble Blast Ultra. No, I'm not even gonna lie, Marble Blast Ultra... Oh wait, it's probably an arcade game or something. Yeah, no, you can't get it anymore. Oh. No, there's an arcade game I really enjoyed playing. I'm so like over Castle Crashers. I put too many hours in that game. That game is really fun. Okay, I'm just gonna name off a bunch of games that I like. I'm not gonna really get into too much detail about them, but I'm just gonna name a bunch of games that I like, not necessarily my favorite games. Because Josh named off a bunch of games that I favorite. Marble Blast Ultra, the game is fun because we'd go in multiplayer and we basically freeze the game for other people. We'd never play it correctly. We would just go in and we would freeze the game while other people were trying to actually play the game. Okay. N+, because Josh would make retarded levels that were impossible, but they were really fun. GTA 4, multiplayer, already mentioned that. Call of Duty, I mean, it's Call of Duty. I mean, it's the game that people go to every now and then. World of War, probably my favorite. Oh, wait, I got it. Call of Duty 4, but not for multiplayer because I played the campaign once, a while ago, and more recently, I played the veteran campaign. Literally, the most fun I'd had playing a campaign, because it was nostalgic. I mean, it can't really be that nostalgic because the game's not too old, but it was super fun, and, like, I'd never beaten a game on its hardest difficulty, except for, Thug 1, where I played it on, like, Sick, which was the hardest difficulty. But that was the first Call of Duty game I beat on Veteran, and it was so rewarding, and especially doing Mile High Club afterwards. But yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I got it, but it took.
It was fun. You didn't get it? It took me like 45 minutes. Yeah, it took me 45 minutes, dude.
After looking up guides.
That was after looking up guides and stuff, but 45 minutes.
I remember looking up guides for Final Fantasy 12, but like,
yeah.
That's it. Like, you can't. No. You just pussied out. You pussied out of actually doing anything. Good job. No.
Whatever, dude. I got it. I got the achievement. I don't know, it's in my gamer score somewhere. All 20k of it, which isn't really that much. Speaking of gamer score, shout out to Brad, man. 300,000 gamer score and counting. And then Stalin. 300,000? What do you mean that's pathetic? He has a life. He works at Achievement Hunter.
Brings a little man.
He's like.
Brings a little man.
Oh, and any Yu-Gi-Oh game. Any Yu-Gi-Oh game. Huh? His literal name is Ray. Yeah. That's like pretty much why they hired him. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh game. I played Dueling Network Online with this kid a lot.
This kid.
And Yu-Gi-Oh Pro and stuff. Alright. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, we're gonna be releasing a couple Let's Plays with Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and Josh. In the near future. Yeah, did I tell you the one we recorded the other day? Didn't record.
Oh well.
Yeah, it made me really mad.
I can't remember. Like, I played 3 different decks.
Oh well. I played 3 different decks too. Let's not ruin it because we'll do it eventually. I'd rather it be a surprise. Okay.
Xbox.
Or
Xbox One, which PlayStation 4.
What? What was?
Because I am so neutral.
I'm pro Xbox. Just gonna say it now.
Yeah.
Don't even care about the always online.
PC.
You're indifferent.
You're like on your Xbox or PS4 now. If you could, hell yeah.
You can't play Halo. You can't play Halo on the PC. Yeah, well, that's gonna suck.
Because everything is made, like, every single video game is made, that I know of, every single video game is made from PC. So, it means every single video game can be made and played on PC. That's my take.
Actually, I never thought about it before like that. It's kind of genius.
So,
Like, no sarcasm or anything. So you don't even have anything. You don't even have anything to say about Xbox One or PS4. I mean, literally, I haven't followed much on it other than like I watched the Xbox One conference at E3 and I saw some of like the titles that are gonna be on it. Like Rise looks fucking great. And did you see the gameplay for that? Yeah. I mean, we can't get God of War for Xbox because it's a Sony only title. So why not make our own? You know, it's a good idea. Good marketing. It's good.
Consoles, which I know I won't. I would definitely.
I would definitely get an Xbox One just because I played Xbox. I'm gonna stick with Xbox. I'm loyal to Xbox.
I already have an Xbox, like Xbox 360. I missed out on my entire like childhood, like God of War. My God, I played God of War 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. I was so sad when I heard that 3 was going to be on the PlayStation 3, and I already got an Xbox. I was just like, oh my God. And then, like, all of it.
You sure got a PSP.
All of the, like, Ratchet.
I had a PSP. It was really fun.
PlayStation. All the Spyro games were on PlayStation. Crash Bandicoot, yeah, but like that's old stuff now. But there was just way too many games that I missed out from my childhood, just from switching from PlayStation to Xbox. So I feel like if I were to get a console, I would definitely go to PlayStation 4 just to get like all the stuff that I missed out on and then some, But that's only if. I'm still sticking to console, like PC, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna find an emulator for like God of War 3. So.
I mean, that's like the one thing I like about PCs is that you don't have to buy a new console, but the only thing that you have to do is just buy upgrades, which I need to do. I gotta buy a new power supply and I gotta buy a new graphics card. But yeah, yours sounds like a piece of shit. I need a new graphics card because I can't even run Chivalry without lag. But then again, I'm also running from Wi-Fi. My graphics card isn't that bad. It's just like I don't know.
Check your
Do I need another one?
Panel right now.
Like 2 at the same time.
Third control panel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done this before.
And then go to system.
Hold on, I'll go to
then
control panel.
Your rating, and then just be like Windows Experience Index. Click on that, and then read me all the sub scores. It should be like.
Where the fuck do you go to rating?
Under system, and then it should be rating, and then your scores right there, and then click on Windows Experience Index. Okay, click on the.
Yeah, rating. My rating's 5.5. My graphics is 5.5. That is my gaming graphics 6.6. My processor 7.2. My RAM 7.5.
Yeah.
Primary hard disk 5.9.
7.7 RAM, 6.8 graphics and gaming graphics, and 5.9 primary hard disk. I mean, like.
Alright, so we're really not that far off. The only thing you have better is graphics, which is pretty much what makes a game on the PC, because, like, it's lag. That's all I can say. Lag. I mean, my webcam is lagging right now, and I honestly have no idea why. But
it's probably just like processor or something. But I don't know. Nevertheless, like, I feel like you have a really good setup right now, and you pretty much got it for free. So.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
I paid the guy.
For...
Shh. Okay. Sorry, Max. Well, I guess that just about does it, unless you got any final thoughts. Yeah, oh, fuck. I gotta grab the videos from your computer. Anyways, so that about wraps it up for the first video podcast of Faulty Wiring. Once again, I'm Jordan, this is Josh, and we'll see you guys next time. Special thanks to Uvu. They didn't sponsor us or anything, but they made it cool software. Because we were gonna use Skype, but my picture would only appear in like the lower corner, whichever one, and then like it would just be like a giant screen of Josh, which I guess ladies, might enjoy that. But anyways, so Uvu works.